That's what I'm going to do, Graham. So here I
Yes,
go.
go for it.
So I'm going to say for the 16th time, what a warm welcome it is to all of you to Coffee Buddies. It's been a marathon, but it's been a heck of a good fun, and we've made a lot of connections, and I think a lot of business has been done. So the world of serendipity and synchronicity continues, as where you normally meet your most favorite customer is in the coffee queue when you're queuing up, and you never know who you're going to meet, and often it is absolutely invaluable. So welcome to Coffee Buddies. We intend and we run a show which is entertaining, informing and engaging, and it's been a real pleasure to work with Patrik Frei, who is the mastermind behind Biotechgate Digital. And we thought we would wind up our 16th session, my goodness. We would wind up our 16th session by me putting Patrik on the spot. And I really like Patrik enormously, so it's a real pleasure to be working with him. Not that I don't like Graham, because I quite like Graham as well.
Beggars can't be choosers, Tony.
So I'm going to start. I'm going to do a 10-minute interview with our dear friend Patrik, and then we're going to run you a short clip of the video we did of Chris from KPMG on Monday, where he introduced the Asian market, and we thought that a small clip of about 10 minutes would whet your appetite to read the report and maybe contact the KPMG colleagues, of which we see Andreas, I think, is with us now. And then we're going to do a getting to know you and then wrap up. And I think I'm going to go and find the bar. Well, I won't find the bar, I'll just find the bottle, actually. Patrik, maybe I could ask you, my dear friend Patrik, I mean, how has it gone? This is number 2 in the Biotechgate Digital future. And, you know, how's it gone? Is it fitting the vision? Is Coffee Buddies, has it derailed your vision? So your vision's gone sideways. I mean, often we have that effect on people. What's the future going to hold for us, Patrik? So maybe you give us a bit of an update.
Yeah, well, thanks very much, Tony and Graham. First, I mean, it hasn't derailed our vision at all. I mean, this is really, it fits, it's spot on, and I think it's exactly what was missing. You know, just give you a little bit of a quick background. You know, we never thought we would do an event, right? We're not really an event organization. We never done an event before. And we never thought, you know, we're going to rent a hotel and then put their partnering booth in there. But on the other side, we developed the partnering software. And, you know, there's a long history because we developed the one for EBD a long time ago. And so we had the know-how, we developed the partnering system, and we license it out, and one of our clients is BioTrinity, and they wanted to do the event in April this year, and obviously that somehow didn't work, right, to do a physical meeting. So we told them, well, we can change our system and make it virtual, you know, the availability to make it virtual. And actually it was Joost, you know, who's also here, so he did everything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling people we can, and then Joost has to make it happen. So he's actually the man. But so anyway, at the end we had this possibility to do virtual meeting, and you know, as I'm used to travel a lot, and probably many of you as well, going to different places in the world, meeting, doing business development, and suddenly you couldn't do that anymore. And we thought, well, we have the tool to actually at least bridge that gap. So we did a first meeting in May, and I think we had about 3 weeks from the decision we make it until we actually run the whole thing, and we already had 800 people participating in May at the conference, and it, you know, the feedback was really so positive that we said we're going to do it again, and so we said, okay, well, let's do a second meeting. You know, in August, September, when there's not much happening yet, people are back from vacation. But there's one thing that was missing, and one thing that I felt myself, and one thing that I heard also from people that I talked to is, you know, they always said, well, you know, it's great to have these virtual meetings, but you know, what I'm missing is this social interaction and meeting people and random, you know, these random bumping into people, as we all do at the coffee. And so when I saw what Graham and Tony are doing, I thought, you know, this is actually, this is perfect. This would be a perfect fit. So I called them, and you know, I didn't have to convince them. I think, you know, when I told them about the idea, that's like, okay, we do it. And it's really great job. I mean, it's fantastic to see. And you know, I think we had the first coffee break was on Monday morning at 6 o'clock on the bank holiday in the UK. So we had a very thin crowd, the first one, and then I think it was really building, and so it's great to see how things developed.
Fantastic. And the future, Patrik, where do you think? I mean, I wouldn't call you a seer, but I'm going to call you a seer now. If you look into your crystal ball? I mean, for the rest of the year, what have you got? Some exciting things? And you know, one of the questions everyone's asking me is, what about JP Morgan? You know, is there some event you're going to run near there, and how's it going to unfold?
So, I mean, we always look into the crystal ball when we do valuation, right, in our daily business, and which is always difficult. Now, you know, we said we do the first one in May. We said we want to do a second one, and we just realized, I think there's a demand for that, and demand will be, in my opinion, also beyond you know, the lockdown and the travel ban. You know, it's always going to be that you want to meet people, and I want to go to Bio, and I want to go to JP Morgan and meet people that I know and bump into people. But I realized now using the system, how efficient it is. So I think at the end it will be a combination. You know, we will do some meetings physically, but we will also do meetings virtually. And because we never done an actual meeting, a physical meeting, so we're going to stick to the digital meeting, and so we will do another one in November. So the 23rd to the 26th of November, we'll do another meeting. We'll try to do a bit the times where there's not so much happening. You know, we don't want to do it at the same time as Bio or at the same time as JP Morgan. There's so many other things, and you know, I think JP Morgan this year is not going to happen. That's my opinion. I don't think there's anything official yet. I can't see. I'm definitely not going to go, even though I've been the last 15 years. But I mean, I can't see myself going to San Francisco. And but there will be, I think there will be a lot of other things. So we try to kind of use a bit of the spaces in between. So we have one in November, 23rd to 26th. Then we will do one in May, the 17th to 20th, and then we have another one in September. So that's at the moment. You know, for the kind of next 12 months, there will be another 3 meetings. And I think anybody who logs into the system, you can automatically, you can choose if you want to register again. You've maybe already seen that, but you know, because it's free, you can just say, you know, you want to participate, and then we'll sign you up automatically.
Fantastic. Well, can I thank you, my dear friend, and congratulate you as well, because I think that you're doing something fab for all of us, and I'm looking forward to seeing it go from strength to strength. So, so thanks again, Patrik. Thanks to our sponsors as well, for CoffeeBuddies in particular. Graham, you can do the thanks for CoffeeBuddies.
Yes, well, we had KPMG as our thought partner, knowledge partner, and we had MSD, which was lovely to get some of the BD team talking about what they were looking for. We heard from Abzena, which was a wonderful story of a kind of a spin out from UCL and Imperial, turning into a major business, CDMO ADC business, which was a wonderful story. We had a a random John Burt joined as well, who's no longer with the company, but was the guy that founded the company in the first place. So that was a real treat. And we ended up with the Simbeck Orion as a fourth sponsor, who really talks about how they managed their clinical trials during COVID. So that was pretty special. So yeah, thanks to all the sponsors.